So, yeah, I don't want to keep yapping.
Here we are.
Hey,
Go ahead, you can still talk. We're still on. I'm just sharing it.
oh, for the love of Pete. Well, I don't get to say my normal what we are when I get all blanked out with this stuff.
Hold on.
How
Let me
can I,
copy this code.
how can I do it if I can't see myself on the screen?
There you go, Spanky.
It's been a while, folks. I've been a while since I've said this. I want to make sure I look all right for the camera. Anyway, we are live at Dob Studio here on 14th Fairview Avenue. It is 6:30. This is our first show in, I'll bet, at least over a month.
Yes.
I'm guessing. I didn't, check into when we were last on, but it's been a while. So Wayno and I are back after the holidays. We both did a little vacation. He went before Christmas. I went kind of after Christmas and during New Year's. Had a great time in Florida. We did this time with the family. My son and my daughter-in-law and the two kids, Rylan and Gavin. We had quite a time down there. We went to Magic Kingdom, MGM, Hollywood Studios to you new people, and Epcot is where we were there at Epcot for New Year's Eve. And
Get your drink on?
celebrated. Yeah, a little bit. Except, and I'm going to say Ryan probably felt better than me that night. I just wasn't into it for some reason. Wasn't feeling. I was trying, but I just wasn't. Now, my night was the day we were at Hollywood Studios. Good Lord, and then I got ripped up there, man. I did. I'm guessing, but we had a great vacation. Anyway, needless to say, the entire time. So hats off to them. Enjoyed it. We got to stay at 3 different places: Caribbean Beach Resort, Polynesian, which was my first time at Polynesian Resort.
Okay.
Stayed a night there, and then we finished up in the cabins, the new cabins, actually at Fort Wilderness Campground. They took out the old log cabin looking cabin, sort of the same kind of an interior, new, but I mean, same idea. Um, oh yeah. And anyway, we had a great time there. The only thing with the trip was the beginning of the week of that trip was warm down there. It was nice actually. And the latter part of the trip was colder. And so of course it had to be the time we were at Fort Wilderness when you rent the golf cart and everything, so you go all over the different places. It was kind of chilly doing that. We still had fun, but I'm just saying it would have been nicer if it was warmer
Yeah,
when you do that.
I wanted to go there, and
You
my
know.
dad stays at Club Seville, and I wanted to go there, hang out by the pool and all that. So we get there. The pool was closed because pipes had bursted under the concrete, so they had that all tore up.
Jeez.
Was working on that. So did get to get in the hot tub, right? So get in the hot tub, and then they open up the pool, and we're like, well, you know what? I want to get in the hot tub one more time, before we leave. Go out there to get in the hot tub, and the goddamn hot tub was closed down.
Jeez, your luck.
Pool was open, but the hot tub was closed. I was like, you son of a gun.
So
But it
that
was
was
still
it for,
fun.
yeah, you had a good time though, you said. I mean,
Yeah.
I saw some of your pictures and different things that you sent. You
I
took,
tell you,
but
did you go on the Avatar ride at Animal Kingdom?
we didn't do Animal Kingdom
Dude,
this time. We did, like say, 3 parks this round.
that ride is awesome.
I've done it though.
Oh, you've done
Oh
it.
yeah, when
Oh,
I didn't
God,
go because we didn't go to the park. But
yeah, I like it.
yes, I like Avatar. I get a little as fast as it goes and as moves a little bit. I have to do this a little bit, like a little bit through it. I have to close my eyes a little once in a while and then open them again and close them, just because of
I got
the
you.
constant,
The motion and all.
Yeah, I get a little bit that way on certain things. Not.
See, now I can do those rides, but I can't do daggone roller coasters.
I say I can do roller coasters because that's just fast and going. That doesn't make me get sick, like whirling my head around.
Yeah.
We got to do Guardians of the Galaxy, which there again, that was a good ride. It almost got to the point where I felt like I was doing that, but there. I only closed my
That's
eyes
another
briefly.
simulation ride.
It's no, you're in a thing and moving around, and no, you actually move on a track type thing.
Okay.
Yeah. And I got to do Tron. Tron's the one where you lay out on like this motorcycle thing, and this thing comes down on your back, like you're like on top of you, like to keep you in, and you're out, and that thing takes off. It takes off like Rock and Roller Coaster. The
Wow.
beginning of that.
I
Now
don't
it's a
know what
short
that's like
ride.
either.
Yeah, I mean, I love Rock and Roller Coaster. That's always been one of my favorites. It shoots real fast, and then you go around this curve, but the ride, I think that somebody told me it was timed like 58 seconds long. Is all the ride is. If then
Wow.
I got talking to a guy in line about something, he said, "Yeah, if the ride was a little longer, it'd be great. But the best part of the ride is the beginning of the takeoff." I'm like, exactly right. That's exactly what it is, just that takeoff. But it's fun. Still had a good time with everybody. Was able to do everything that we did do. But it was busy. Year's Eve was packed over there. Well, had a great time. So anyway, let's get into a little bit of our sports uh, chatter. We will probably start with the Eagles
One game away from the Super Bowl.
since they're in the playoffs. They just beat the Rams. Uh, we are one game away this Sunday at 3 o'clock at the Link. They got to play the Commanders, and of all teams to surprise me this year in the league, it is one of the teams that surprised me this year in the league is the Commanders.
Yeah, me too.
As far as there are other teams, I'll bet that did, but truly they're no joke. They are the real deal as far as good. Um, whether they're going to be matched up with us fairly equal remains to be seen. I still think our defense has an answer for them, but we do have to keep that Jaden, what's that, Hayden, whatever his name is, the quarterback. I didn't say his last name.
Daniels.
Jaden Daniels. Yeah, they're going to have to keep an eye on him.
Yeah,
Because it's like anything else. If he gets free and open, he's moving. He's one that throws a little better on the run to me than Hurts does.
yeah.
We all want to see Hurts roll out and get out of the pocket, but for some reason, when he's on the run, he's not the greatest quarterback throwing. But he's better running the ball after he gets on the run and not hesitating, which he did. He took off for that good run. He's got a bum knee, but did you hear anything more on the knee?
I have not
He was
heard anything.
supposed to
I
have
even
an
looked it
MRI
up, but I
Monday.
didn't hear it.
Yeah,
So.
and I have not heard anything about
Of
them.
course, this is Tuesday, so we probably won't hear anything till
Probably won't hear anything till tomorrow, maybe at the earliest. I don't know. Tomorrow or Thursday. I don't.
When do they have to let everybody know? Ain't it Thursday?
I guess. I mean,
Either that or
you
say
have
game
to.
date decision or something.
Yeah, because usually if you haven't practiced though and done anything, well, let's just say by Friday, it's a bad sign that you're not going to play Sunday.
Right.
If usually you have to have some kind. It doesn't have to be a full participant Friday, but he's got to be on the field, even a limited participant practicing to say they're going to play Sunday. And that's Friday, like I said. So
And I'll tell you, if he can't play, then we're going to be stuck with Pickett, and I think that's the wrong decision. I think McKee should be the
that's what I would. And there again, that's a tough decision to make. But I'd put McKee in. I mean, and hopefully this week both of those are practicing with some of the. They better have some time with the firsts.
Yeah,
with the first team. I'm telling you, because you don't know what's going to happen. They got to be ready, and you don't want to screw this up just because you didn't put people into practice with the first team. So we'll see. How it goes.
McKee, man. I mean, even preseason this year, your best quarterback coming out of preseason was McKee.
And the time we've seen him play, I know he hasn't gotten much time, but he has had a little. And the games didn't mean anything there at the end when he played, but he looks sharp for a third string. Let's put it that way.
Yeah, I think he's better than Pickett.
Yeah, I just don't like Pickett. I'm not a Pickett fan. So
I think he's better than Pickett,
but I still don't know. I still don't understand, the passing game with us. And somebody touched on it. That guy I told you that we always watch his podcast. He's the one that ends up yelling all the time.
Yeah.
I don't know what they're talking about. Well, he must have listened to an interview that this other guy was giving to somebody, and he was right now with their number one defense, which is playing number one, and Saquon Barkley and Jaden are doing it with their feet. And that's good. He goes, but I think they cannot continue to go on the way they're going with not having a complete passing game. Now they are throwing passes here and there. Yeah, and that's kind of just to bail them out so that they're almost playing the passing game just so you know they're not running it every time. Where usually you run the ball to keep the passing game alive. So you run the ball to keep everybody honest, and we're not this way. I feel like they're passing a few of these passes, but majority of the time, Saquon's going to get the ball.
Yep.
So I kind of agree with this guy. Well, this other dude that yells at everybody all the time when he's on there. He goes, I don't know what he's talking about. Is this guy nuts? What's he talking about? To be honest with you, dude, he's talking about the exact thing. I really think the passing game's got to get it together. I don't know what it is.
This season they're comparing Hurts to Trent Dilfer.
Trent Dilfer? Yeah.
Dilfer, yeah. Yeah, because he's just doing enough to get by. Taking care of the ball.
He is. He's taking care of the ball. He's not throwing interceptions. He's not fumbling. He is running when he has to. He still gets tackled every now and then, and he still doesn't throw it away to me when he should all the time. And you say, well, he can't do that all the time. Well, not all the time. There are times when you just get caught back there, trapped, and you get sacked. Okay, there are a few of them. That's not the point. There are times when he's still holding the ball too long, and he's not throwing the ball away. And all you have to do is throw it out of bounds towards a receiver. That doesn't have to be, you'll say, well, that's intentional grounding. Not if it's in the area of somebody that can receive the football. It's not, he's still just doing little things that is making mistakes.
And if you
don't feel like he should be.
If Lane Johnson don't get called for that little twitch,
right,
that's possibly a touchdown.
Right.
And
True.
You had that touchdown pass that A.J. Brown dropped in the end zone.
Yeah, that's a rarity. Oh,
so that's 2 more touchdowns.
That's so rare.
If those become touchdowns,
right,
and Slim Shady doesn't miss those 2 extra points.
Slim Shady.
That's 16 points that. I think somebody said it was 16. Somebody said it was 16. 23 points that were left on the field.
Wayno's new favorite friend is Jake Elliott. He was never a Jake Elliott fan until then. Jake was making a ton of stuff there for a while back, even last year or whatever. And then Wayno gets on board and said, I like Elliott. He's all right. You're right.
And I had legit not to like him, right?
No, I'm not. I know that. No, you don't. I don't. I am disturbed at the fact that you can't make extra points. And then he goes and makes a 44-yard field goal. Was it a 44, 47? It was something like that. It was anywhere. It was in the mid-40s. He makes the field goal in terrible conditions, but he can't make a daggone extra point. What is it? That doesn't make sense. That extra point should be given. That's almost that ball. It's not that far away. I don't care what the conditions are. Then kick it to the left side of the daggone uprights. It's always missing to the right. I think that's what he missed it.
And then the other thing is the defense, right? And everybody's saying, "Oh, the defense." Yeah, I was a little pissed. I was pissed off the defense because they went right down the field and scored a freaking touchdown. Rams did. Went right on down and scored after we went up.
Well, but what were we playing?
Prevent defense.
Exactly. And
I can't stand it. Don't know why they do that. They do that every freaking time they get up by.
I don't understand why you're still not pressing. If you've played them all game long, good. Why do you have to play prevent defense? Because prevent just keeps them in front of you. You just stay in front of that. Then they never get behind you in prevent. Right. So prevent is, if you're going to throw the ball, I'm going to be out here and give you all this instead of playing you here. It's always just move the football, and then eventually they're going to score. What it is in prevent that you're hoping you'll do is they hope that in prevent it, you come down the field, but the defense eventually stops and holds them to a field goal. That's where, in a way, but prevent doesn't always work that way because for us, it seems like we give up the touchdown very quick when we're playing it. We don't hold them to the field goal. So it does backfire a little bit. I don't like prevent now. I'm just explaining it to while we're on the air, but not that.
And I think these teams know that. And I think these teams know that. That's why they sit there and they pass like they do because they know that the Eagles, all right, they're up. There's only about 5 minutes left in the game. They're going to go and prevent defense because they do it every game.
Right. Right.
They go and
Yeah,
protect defense
yeah.
every game when they're up by a touchdown and a little bit.
But our defense, so then after that, they did show you that they're a little better as far as coming, make a defensive play or make a stop or get a ball or a field goal or a fumble or knock it out or pick it up. And for some reason, we've been coming up with these, defensive standouts that we get, whatever you want to call it, takeaways, and it works in our
Yeah.
behalf. It works in our favor. And yes, but I'm just a little concerned with the pass game. Not much, not a lot. I don't think it's anything to get rattled about. I think they'll work through it. I don't know if they've got a different game plan lined up for the Commanders. How you're going to do? Yes, we're going to run the ball. I mean, I don't mean totally different. Why would you not go with what works? Because you
Right.
got one of the best offensive lines in the league right now, probably top two. Whoever the other one is, I really don't know. As far as the best, other good offensive line, but I do know the Eagles would be rated in the top two as far as offensive lines. So let's just play football this week. The weather's going to be better, so we don't have to deal with that in a sense.
Yeah.
It's going to be 45 degrees, supposedly. That's the forecast. And, a decent day. So I still look for us to beat the commanding team. I still have that confidence. The Rams, I actually wasn't not confident, but I just thought it was going to be a much more tighter game and that the Rams would even have the upper hand at one point because of Stafford being,
Yeah.
I thought his quarterback and they were pretty healthy as far as on the offensive side of the football. But when our defense came out and they, the very first kickoff, boom, hit this guy, that sets the tone. That changes a little bit about how the other team plays the rest of the game, even from the start of the
Mhm.
game. So the Eagles, you got to give them credit. Slay played one of his better games. He had a really good game defending and not letting passes get. We still had a few that people were wide open. That's different coverages, but I kind of think that's the way. What's his name? The defensive coordinator sends out the scheme for us to play that down, and he was doing something different, and there's somebody open on that, and they end up getting a pass. So, but overall, we're doing good. Um, let's just hope for this week. My son, I guess, is Ryan and his wife are going to go to the game. They got
nice.
tickets, but they got the tickets are expensive, so they got standing room tickets. So from
See,
what
I
I hear,
don't know if I want standing.
yeah, well, he don't want to sit. Yeah, standing room, you're just going to be. You get to walk around though. You get to go all over. You don't have to be
Yeah.
confined to a spot like a seat or a seat. You get up, go to the bathroom, get a beer and food and all that. But standing room, you're in. Once you're in, and you can, move around to see the game a little bit wherever you can see it. But I guess he just wanted to say, he just wanted to be able to say he's never been to an NFC, championship game.
Yeah, I mean, I would go for that.
But yeah,
Standing room.
right.
Regular season game.
No, I would want to sit and be
Yeah.
a part of that. So this is the only reason. But like I said, because of the price of the tickets for, and plus he had to get on. You had to go online. You have to get in when you put in for it. You get on a wait list, and you get in the queue, and
Yeah.
it shows you so many people ahead of you when you get in the queue of getting tickets, and then when it's your turn, you get whatever tickets you want
As the guy on
and you pick up. So
Action News did that. He got on there when he got logged in and
yeah,
everything.
he
He was
got,
right there.
and it was at 10 o'clock
He was
this
like
morning.
5,129 people in
I
front of
didn't
him.
ask for. I never asked him what he was, but he said by 8 or was it 8 after 10 or 10 after 10 or something that he had already got in and got his ticket. So he must have
Oh,
been
that's
in the
good.
queue early. It took 10 minutes. He must have been fairly decent shape, but
Yeah, he was at 5,100.
yeah, how
I
about
think
that? Right.
29. I think it was.
So it will be an exciting time. Hopefully we go. And the other game, as far as that goes, man, I really want Buffalo to win.
I do too. I'm
I am
so
so
tired.
and I know Buffalo wants to win. Josh Allen wants to put a silence to this Kansas City team, this Patrick Mahomes shit and all this that goes on. So I am pulling for Buffalo big time because I am not a Kansas City fan. Sorry, people that like Kansas City and anybody else that you want to like there. I'm tired. I'm tired of the same team being in there all the time. We had our fill of Kansas City. Love Andy Reid as a coach, but too bad.
Yeah.
Buffalo needs to go. So that's the Eagles report here. Sixers are or the Sixers. You
Yeah, I
know,
don't even.
not much to report
I
on
don't
them.
even know what.
They're too daggone injured all the time, dude. Every time you turn around and Embiid's out for a game or two, then he's in for a while, and then he's out, and somebody else is out. This is not a good year at all for them.
Hey.
Their number one rookie, he's out for the rest of the year with Kane. So he had an injury, he's get surgery or something done to him. I forget whatever it is.
I was like, Jermaine, he watches basketball.
Right. Well,
and I told him, I was like, you need. I said they should have traded Embiid because he ain't. What's he doing for the team? Not a damn thing.
Well, not now.
He ain't.
No.
He's always hurt.
The 2 years that you had him, though, that was good. Was the years you had to, they say trust the process. Well, the process came around. You got people you put around him. You got Maxey and a few others, but he's always hurt now. He's not on the court. He was on the court the last 2 years, fairly decent for a pretty good amount of time. Those were the years you were supposed to win something or win it, and you haven't. Now this is one of his worst years as far as being injured since he's been in the league. Since he's gotten healthy and been on the court. Because when they first got him anyway, he didn't play for a couple of years.
Yeah.
He literally had that foot problem, and he didn't play for the first, I think it was 2 years. So the process is over. Trust the process. Nobody wants to trust it. It's done.
That owner can't build a basketball team, but he can surely build a football team.
Yeah, the Commanders. Yeah. So enough with them. The Flyers are playing. They're playing okay. The last 5 games or so, they were.
We going to Stanley Cup Finals?
No, I don't think you'll see that this year.
I haven't watched.
I don't think. I mean, it's still a year of newness. They're young. They're learning. They have a decent team, but they don't have it's not an overly good team, but they have a decent team. They're not contenders yet. That's going to take, a little bit longer. So, but
we have a viewer.
We do have a viewer. Oh, yeah.
So, viewer, don't send us any
texts because we can't
text on the YouTube channel because the messenger is down on YouTube. Yeah, technical difficulties on them
on their part. Yeah, because it says something went wrong and they haven't fixed it yet on our screen, so we can't see any text or anything like that. It is a little dark in here. If anybody was texting in, let us know. We don't need a lot of sass from anybody tonight.
I put the hat on backwards. And
we don't need your mouth, your sass. We know it's dark. If we ever get back over to the studio, if we ever get back over to the what do we call it?
The Lip Cave.
The Lip Cave, which was named by Chris Shaw.
Yeah, it's fucking wrong.
And here we go.
Romper room. What it is now.
It's a romper room over there with a family. The 8 isn't enough. The show 8 is enough.
I had an unexpected guest for a visit, and
since September.
It's lasted 6 months.
Since September. Bitch. I can't do that.
I love my grandkids. I love my daughter.
Sure he does. I mean, anybody.
It's time.
It's time. If you don't get out, I'm going to come over there and boot you all out.
My man came back.
Yeah. I'm going to pull U-Haul up to the side door there and say, start loading up and get out. Hit the road.
But the update on that, I talked to them today about it, and they said they're getting some money saved.
They've been saying that. I don't like it. I can't hear that yet. I can't even get serious about it. Say, oh, that's great. That's nice because that was said before. So, but we'll give them time. Obviously, time's on their favor. It's on their side. But so what else I got to report on?
Daytona 500 is coming up in about a month.
Daytona 500 will be early Feb. Isn't that right after the Sunday after the Super Bowl? I want to say it is. You can check on that. I want to say it's when is the Super Bowl? Is that February 5th?
Hey, Google.
Hey, Google.
When is the Super Bowl? February 9th.
9th, okay.
Hey, Google. When is Daytona 500?
I'm guessing the 16th.
Yep, 16th.
Okay.
2:30.
Yeah, it's always
I usually watch that because I try to get back into it and watch it, but they got the whole things all screwed up now. They got championships and all
Well,
that
it's
crap.
different.
And
It's just a different. It's a whole different animal than it
get out
was
there and
5 years
race.
ago, 10 years ago, or
No, the cars
Yeah.
look alike now.
Yes.
Of course, that's been going on for years.
Yes, racing's not what it used to be.
Mhm.
Not back in the day. Um,
With the Earnhardts and the Swerving Irvin.
Even back further than for me when I was a kid, it was Richard Petty, dude.
Do you ever
I was a
watch a
kid.
lot of NASCAR? Or
I did,
ever just
yeah.
time?
No,
I did too.
I always watched NASCAR.
Back before Earnhardt died.
Yeah, yeah, back in that time, yes. When
Okay,
Earnhardt was alive.
I was a big Dale Jarrett fan.
Jeff Gordon was my guy. Nobody liked him. Little runt.
Yeah, my mom liked him.
Did she? Okay. Little guy from California,
My sister.
was Jeff. But I was a Jeff Gordon fan. Yeah.
Yeah, you would, you rainbow bitch.
He ain't no rainbow. He ain't no fruit.
Yeah.
It's just his car.
How old was Jonathan? Jonathan was 2. Was he 2? I think he was 2. He was in the kitchen. My dad was in the kitchen. My dad used to work for DuPont. That's why I'm Jeff Gordon fan.
Right.
But he hated the CEO because, always making, everybody thinks their CEO makes bad decisions and all that. So we're in there in the house, and they get ready. They were getting ready to say, "Gentlemen, start your engines." Well, the CEO was on there, so they're announcing him. My dad goes, they go, and now the CEO from DuPont's. My dad goes, "F you." We're all in there. We're like, "Dad, Jonathan's in the kitchen with you." He's like, "Oh shit," because he was always mad. Didn't want nobody cussing in front of the kids, and here he's belting out the big F you.
Light in his dump.
It's all right. It's all good.
Light in his shack. There we go.
Tore it up.
Fucking light's messed up.
Technical difficulties.
Lord. Technical difficulties. That's the. Oh, jeez. We always have technical difficulties in these studios. What happens when you're not paid to do this job?
Can we have one show where nothing goes wrong?
You're kidding. That would be the fun of it.
Yeah,
We wouldn't have any fun. But anyway.
That's true. Now I have difficulties with this phone. Come on. So I heard that Washington might be bringing back the Redskins name.
I guess that was talked about.
Is that gas talk or
there's been just talk, but on other ends, not just from fans or people, or there's been some, high up end talk about this reporting that has been reported, but nothing definite on whether they're going to or not. No. But yeah, because they said that whole Redskin thing was stupid or whatever.
Yeah, they said it was racist.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's why the Cleveland
Indians, but theirs was
Indians
just
changed
naming
theirs.
Indian. I mean, so why would that be racist if you're just honoring an Indian as the name of a team? What's wrong?
And that's what
You
Washington
didn't say
did.
the Cleveland Redcoats or anything. I mean, you just called them an Indian.
Man.
I mean, I don't know. So now they're the Guardians. Well, that's dumb to it always has been. Anyway, enough anyways. I guess I can say this now. It's been out in the air and no, friends of mine, the Ostranders, Chris and Terry. They are soon to be in a few months grandparents for the first time.
Oh shit!
Their youngest is pregnant.
Nice.
They had the gender reveal party the other day, and it is a blue. That means boy. Blue or pink.
Well, I don't know nowadays.
Well, it's boy.
Blue could have been a whole different thing.
He's a blue gender. So if it's going to be boy or girl with two genders,
it's all right. We're a country going to go back to 2 genders, baby.
So
I googled it because I was just curious about how many different genders there were. 72. 72 different genders. one of them, I don't even remember what the hell the name was because it's just so stupid. Was we're males, right?
I hope so.
But you can be a male,
It's the chat.
but you don't identify as a male or a female. What the hell?
So I wasn't done yet. They're interrupted me.
Can't help.
You know,
Stupid.
shut up.
Nah, it's stupid.
So my what I was going to say is congratulations to the Ostrangers and to Tori and Scotty.
Oh yeah, they're gonna be grandparents.
So they're going to be grandparents. And they also got a new animal, a new dog.
Oh my god, another one you gotta watch.
I think I'm done watching the animals, to be honest with you.
What?
Letting everybody know you're live on YouTube. Because I don't want to do it anymore.
They dying? You killing them?
No, they're in good hands with me, but I don't know. We'll see. But I'm not looking to doing it. But yeah, they got a new dog. I forget the kind he is. But he's 3 months old, and they brought him home. They went out to a long distance to get him, Cambridge, Ohio, to bring this animal back. What's that look for?
What? Why would you drive all the way out there to get a dog?
Hey, that's what they wanted, so they went out to get him. And brought him home, and he's now at their place, doing good.
Nothing wrong with that.
Doing good. Yeah. You go where the breeders are, where your animal is. That's all. So, same place the oldest daughter got her dog from. They had to go out there to get hers a year or so ago, a little over a year ago, I guess.
Let's check and make sure nobody's texting me.
So, yeah. So they got some excitement in their life brewing. Speaking of brewing, we haven't been to a brewery in a little while.
Better get on it.
Kind of getting itchy to go to one.
You see that one they're building out by Countdown Outfitters, right?
Yes.
Looks like it's gonna be nice.
I know, but it's right by the state barracks. Are you serious? What was the idea of building a brewery right next door to the police station? I mean, everybody's gonna be a nervous Nelly. Getting a couple buzzes on and you're coming out of there. Jeez.
Because it's craft beer, so
I know.
alcohol's higher, right?
Yeah, it's gonna. I mean, they still craft beer always can, always makes some that are low. Not everything's 6-7%, but if they have like a pilsner or a lager, it could be 4 or 5 or something like that, 4, 6 or 5. They can't have that. It depends on what kind of beers they're going to be making, what they want. So. But I don't know.
I talked to a couple people and they're like, "Well, you don't go there and get drunk or anything."
No, I'm not saying that.
But you go there and get buzzed
if you stay there long enough anyway. Even if you're not going there, I mean, you don't necessarily say I'm going to the bar to get drunk. But if you're going to be there 3 hours, chances are when you leave, you're going to be buzzed. I don't care what bar you come out of. Especially, you mix it up a little bit. Not everybody gets the same beer every time. I mean, when we went to the engine house the other night, I had a beer or so, and then I switched off. Eventually, I had I wanted an espresso martini, but the little girl said they're out of espresso. She said, I can't make it because we don't have. I said, well, how about a chocolate martini? She says, I can do that.
We got to get out there.
So I had a chocolate martini, which I like. I like the chocolates and the espresso. But yeah, you and Tommy got to go since you've never been. I mean,
well, we were there when they first opened up.
Well, since then.
Where they didn't have a lot of food.
Right. They had just opened the door.
So what's their menu like?
Menu's decent. They have a lot of food on the menu. It's pub food. There's flatbread pizzas.
Now
they have the big pretzel, that big pretzel that hangs on the hook thing that you can get.
Had that.
The Bavarian pretzel, whatever it is.
I think that's pretty much it. They got wings and stuff?
I'm not sure. I can't remember. I don't remember their menu. You can go on your phone and look it up. But they do have a fair amount of sandwiches, too, and different things to eat. So, but their flatbread pizzas are good.
Have you tried the golf there?
We did that once with Ryan and the family, and then Ryan did it with Dave Mahala had his 70th birthday there, and those guys golfed a bunch of them. So yeah, I got to swing the club with Ryan and our family.
Yeah, I never done that.
And did that. Ryan's pretty good at it. He plays golf. I mean, he does golf, so he's decent. He can stay in the fairway.
Uh-oh.
This is Ralph.
Mommy. Hello.
Welcome back. Here we go. Oh, it's good to be back. I hope.
Oh,
So what's new?
nothing really. We still have about 30 inches of snow on the ground from 3 weeks ago.
Yeah, we still got some snow up here too. It is cold weather. It ain't going anywhere.
How much?
Like,
How much did you
like,
get Monday?
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
Monday. Was
Was it
that
Monday? Sunday night.
Sunday night.
yeah, we didn't get any this last time.
Oh, okay. Hey, so
We,
they didn't get
we had a foot 3 weeks ago,
Yeah, they got.
right.
and
You got right.
we still have.
Yeah, you guys. I remember they said the downstate Delaware and all the south below us got way more than what we got on that
Yeah.
the earlier snowstorm.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yeah, I ain't like how I used to be. You can keep that shit.
Yeah. The truth.
I know you used to cry for it.
Not now.
Not anymore. Nah, that's the truth. But yeah, so now we're just dealing with the bitter cold. You know. Mm.
Yeah, it's gonna be that way for a few days too.
Yeah, it is. Yeah. Yeah. It's like 3 nights. 3 days and 3 nights of this. And the Sunday looks good for the game. It looks like about 45 degrees for
Yeah,
the Eagles game. So that's decent. That's way better than playing in this kind of weather, that's for sure.
yeah, really, really.
So what do you think of the games coming up Sunday? You think they can beat the Commanders?
I don't know.
Okay.
Washington looks pretty darn good.
They do. But I take that game against Detroit just doesn't prove anything to me because Detroit's defense the latter part of the season fell apart and didn't have. I mean, their offense was okay, but they did, and they had a ton of people out. If you look at their injury, if their injury list, they must have been out over 10 starters were injured from the beginning of the season till the end of the season. I mean, they
Wow.
not all at the same time. Now, the beginning of the season, they only had a few, and then midway, a few more, and then by the end of the season, a few more. They just kept losing players after player after player after player, and it came back to bite them in the ass. I mean, a great coach, a great team during the season, but it came down to, I mean, the Commanders just exposed them in every way they could. Any way there was.
They were good.
They never had an answer for. Yep, they didn't have an answer for the Commanders at all. So, but that's how somebody else said, man, their defense fell apart at the end of the year. And the end and then playoff game, what a bad time for it to fall apart, but it did. So,
Yeah, really.
but the Commanders they're the real deal. That's what Wayno and I were talking about a little bit earlier. They got a team that can compete with pretty much anybody. You're just gonna have to keep this Jaden Daniels, you're gonna have to keep him confined because if he gets out on the loose and starts throwing the ball and moving around, they're gonna be tough. So but I look for it to be a good game anyway. I still think we can, I think our defense can beat this team and the offense shows up. I hope. I hope we see a little more than Saquon Barkley because right now it's just the Saquon Barkley show.
Yeah.
Yeah, really.
Jaden's got to throw the ball a little more, and he's got to get it out there and get moving the football too. You got to have a balanced game plan, and if they don't, I think the Commanders can take advantage of that. So we'll see.
Yeah,
We'll see. We'll see.
It should be a good game.
Yeah, it really should. That's true. Really should.
I mean, all the games have been good so far.
Yeah, they have. They have been good.
They're close.
Yep, they've been good. Yep, seen good football.
How about Notre Dame and Ohio State?
Yeah.
I didn't
How
watch
about
that either.
I watched a little of it. I didn't really get to see it all.
Ohio State won, right?
Yeah, I was pulling.
Yeah.
I was pulling for Notre Dame.
Yeah, me too.
I was a Notre Dame.
Yeah, we were too.
Yeah, I really wanted Notre Dame. Darn it! But yep,
That's my second team.
Notre.
Yeah,
That's cool.
I'm a Gators fan.
Good college team to vote for Notre Dame. So what do you think of who you wanting for the Buffalo Kansas City game?
That's a tough one because I like both.
Oh, okay, right.
Um, I think I'd like to see Buffalo.
Good choice.
Yeah,
'cause
me
if you,
too.
if
Good
you would have
choice.
said Kansas City, I was going to hang up on
I
you.
was getting ready. That's why we gave you the option of who do you want type thing, because I know that's who Wayno and I both want as far as to win is Buffalo.
Yeah. Kansas City's been there, what? How many years in a row?
2 years in a row, but this
Three out of the
will
last
be the
5,
three.
right?
Yeah.
3 out of the last 5, something like that. They said. But yeah, I'm with you.
I'd like to see Buffalo.
This will
go.
be the 3rd time in a row, though. if they do
Yeah.
it this time.
Right. I really want Buffalo and Josh Allen. I'm a Josh Allen fan in a way.
Well, I am.
Yeah, I am.
I mean, I like Josh Allen for a quarterback. Buffalo's got a good team. They got a great coach.
Could you imagine if Josh Allen was on our team?
Oh my gosh, I love watching him quarterback. He's all over the place, but he's so good. I mean,
Yeah.
and he's big. Here's a guy 6'6", and
Yeah.
I mean, he can take a hit and he goes right at you like he's a running back. It's weird to watch him when he has the ball in his hands.
How tall is Jalen?
Jalen's only like 6'1" or 2".
So he's
It's
short,
6'1".
right?
Considered short as a quarterback, I think. Yes.
Maybe he can't see over the guy.
Well, I've always said that
Maybe
I
he's
think
got Doug Flutie.
he has a lot of problems with big linemen and stuff in front. That's why you see some of his passes get knocked down. If he don't move and roll out of the pocket, I think it's not good for him to stay back there and throw straight through a lot of time, because these guys put their hands up that are already
And
6'4",
when they're doing all
6'5"
that, I
linemen.
don't think you can see some of these other players over the middle.
It makes me wonder, because the other night again against the Rams, when I was struggling moving around, somebody was wide open. I saw the guy go out and was standing behind the lines where the linebackers were open, and he never saw him.
Yeah, I'm wondering if he.
I don't know what's going on there, but that bothers me as much as it bothers you that he doesn't check down. Now, he did check down this game a little bit. There were some check downs that he used as far as hitting the running back and hitting somebody that comes out of the backfield to get open.
Right.
And he did do it, because they even said that. Jalen hit the check down player, but he doesn't always usually do that. That's usually a weak point of him.
So I didn't ask you this, but I'm going to, now we got our callers.
Right.
I'm gonna ask our caller, because I always ask one special question.
Right.
All the callers and all that. Special question. Mom.
Yeah.
The question to you is Jimmy there? You can tell Jimmy to chime in too. Should the Eagles, and you can comment too.
All right.
Should the Eagles keep Elliott next year or let him go and get somebody else?
So I'll
let him go and get somebody else.
Okay.
Well,
That was fast.
She didn't have no hesitation there. Nah, I mean, I'm not going to argue that, Jimmy, that it's not, but I'm saying, that's why I'm understanding what you're saying, but I just feel like Elliott's lost a little bit of something. Consistency. Obviously, the man can kick a football. He always can spin. But I don't know. You're missing extra points. That's bad. And it looks like when you watch the snap from we do get to see the ball snapped and the guy hold it down, put his finger on it. It doesn't look like he's moving it around, struggling. And then he goes and makes that 44-yarder in blizzardy conditions. So I'm kind of with Sharon on this one. I just feel as far as me now, Wayno said I can answer this one. As far as me, I've had enough of what we've seen from Elliott, and it's time to move on from me. I mean, yeah, be looking. If you can find somebody decent and somebody really good out there that you draft or that you bring in, and you might school him a little bit, in the off season and grooming. I don't know. If it was me and I had a choice, it would be time to say, Elliott, we're moving on from you. I'm sorry, we're gonna.
I think Elliott's problem is he's starting to age like milk.
Right, starting to sour out.
Yeah.
But that is a part of the game that I hope it doesn't bite us in the ass, and like Wayno said, it almost did. A couple times. You can explain that whole thing that you did, to me earlier.
He missed two extra points the other day.
Exactly.
Yeah, he missed 2 extra points. If they go down and score that touchdown, we would have lost by 2 points, right? What was the final score?
I forget now, darn it.
What was the final score of the Rams game?
Jimmy's looking it up.
Okay.
Yeah, because I forget what that. We were all excited that night, but I forget the heck what it was.
Yeah, that's what I don't remember.
Right. Um,
28-22.
28-22.
So
So
that would have been 29.
yeah,
Yeah, we
for
would.
that
Yeah, they were in 29. If we would have made those 2 extra points,
points, it would have been
we still would
30.
have won. Yeah, we
we would
still
have
would have
won
won.
whether they scored or not.
Right.
So we
Yeah,
were
'cause
fortunate.
if they got a touchdown, we would have
Right.
won.
We would have lost, but those
Right.
2 extra
But
points,
if
it wouldn't
Elliott would
matter.
have made those 2 extra points,
We
it
would have
wouldn't
won
matter. We would have won.
30-29 if they
So
had
that's
scored.
why I
So,
said
right.
if they, me and Keith were talking earlier, and I told him, I was like, yeah, if we make those 2 extra points, doesn't matter Washington, if
Rams.
Rams go down there and score that touchdown anyway,
It
because
wouldn't
we
have
would have won
mattered.
anyway.
Right. So defense, let's face it, defense saved this game.
Yep.
Technically, defense, overall. Offense did what it had to do to score points, but defense saved the football game by not giving up on that, and then in the end they missed that last pass. To Puka Kanua there, whatever.
We got thin ice.
Yeah. It was definitely tight. It was getting tight down in the end, but like I say, defense had the pressure on him at in the end when he threw that ball, and it wasn't, wasn't a good. You can't miss extra points. You cannot miss those kind of things, and I've always said, you should start right off the game. Here we are, we score a touchdown, boom, looking good. That's when it should be 7-0. And what was it? 6. And I knew you were going to say, "Are you kidding me?" You texted me, I'm like, "Oh my God, here we go." It's just sad to see that kind of stuff happen because you can't miss, given points like that. So, but they won anyway. But fortunate.
And
Fortunate
me,
to
Thank
pull it out.
goodness.
me and Keith
Yeah.
talked a lot about like how some of these games are rigged and all that and everything. And you take a look at the Kansas City game this past weekend. They were they would have covered. But the punter took the ball and ran out of bounds and got a safety.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So then Kansas City didn't cover.
These are things that you question.
That's why exactly.
Right, and makes you think. Are you kidding me? How can that? Why would they do that? And I was at Taco.
There was no need for them to do that.
No,
You shaved off 4 seconds.
right, yeah, exactly. I saw that.
So Jimmy said,
I know it was such a question mark. What the frick are they?
And that brings you that. I want to know what we know what the spread was, but I want to know how many people were betting on who. You know what I'm saying?
Vegas called and said we can't have this.
Yeah.
This is going to cost us a mint. Well, you got to fix this.
Well, that's like Washington and Detroit game. I know Washington whooped that ass, but
Yeah.
if you think about it, everybody and their mom was talking about saying that, oh, Detroit's going to kill
You
Washington.
know what you needed there, though? How many people took the over?
Yeah. Oh my God.
Because the over would have been the way to go.
Yeah.
For the game.
Right.
But who would have known? You would have never thought that.
so really?
Wow.
Really? Because it was 50 some points, I think. The
Yeah.
over-under. 51.5.
Yeah. Right.
I was definitely over that. Washington had 45 was it?
Yeah, didn't they?
Yeah, I didn't watch
like
the game.
that. 44.
44?
45, I don't remember.
My ass
I
fell
was
asleep.
at Iron Hill Brewery watching that one. I was watching Iron Hill, and there's a table over. Like we're at the bar here, so then there's tables out there. Here comes these family of Commander fans. She's got her jersey on, and they started hooting every time they were putting it to Detroit. Man, she's yelling. I'm like, oh God, do we gotta have this here? Everybody's looking over.
Where's Wayne when I need him?
Yeah, right, exactly. Where's Wayne when I need him?
Be like, shut up.
I know. Shut up. But anyway, it was so funny. She was in her glory, man, just rubbing it, just yelling.
We were in Walmart the day before the Eagles-Packers game,
Right.
and Jimmy had on his Eagles. And one of the workers at Walmart goes, yeah, he goes, go Eagles. And then from around the corner, we hear this, go Pack.
Right.
And we looked down the aisle and there was this woman. She's got on her Packers jacket or Packers hat.
I would have told her to shut up.
Well, I said, lady, this ain't Packer country. Hit the button. Get back to Green Bay, Wisconsin. Cold out there too. Burr.
I'll tell you what. I know some people need to get back to Minnesota.
We got a group of people we're trying to get back to Minnesota.
Nah, I don't know, Mom.
Well, we're working on it.
I actually think they're confused and don't know when.
Well, I'm not confused.
I mean, just let me know. Just let me know. I mean, if you need a place
You know
to
what?
find-
I want the studio back. I look better in that studio than my place. I don't look good.
Well, our studio is going.
There's no lighting in this place. I don't have.
Our studio is going to look a little different when they do move out.
What's it going to look
We're
like?
going to move it downstairs. It's bigger.
Downstairs.
Not right away. That's the future.
There's shit downstairs. I can't move
They
down
ain't
there.
going to be there much longer.
Here, the future. Yeah, okay. The future's fine. In the future. Well, we can have the banner up and everything, you
Put the
mean?
banner up down there.
Well, but
Put
is
a
the banner
bar
up
down
now or
there.
did you take that out? Is that up or down?
That's up.
All right, good. Well, we got to have the banner up.
We'll put
We
it.
got to get back to advertisement and stuff.
Alright.
Big advertisement. We got to get back to doing promos at the pizza places one of these days.
Oh, God.
Back
I got to
to-
call Tom, man.
I know, but we can't do anything until we get.
And what is it? The Blessed Kitchen.
Yeah, we got to get Blessed
Blessed
Kitchen. We got to get eating again and sampling
I
some
know.
shit.
We'll have to call her.
Uh,
Blessed Kitchen Bakery.
we're just a
And that
fly-by-night
McGraw.
outfit here as well.
McGraw.
McGraw. Well,
Then you got TNR Wicks.
when
my
we
cousin Trinity.
when we start getting paid like the Kelsey brothers, we'll make things happen. One of these days.
Yeah, we're still.
Hey
We're,
guys, I gotta go. I got a call coming in here.
All right, sounds good, Sharon. Thanks for calling. Love you, and we'll talk to you
you
later.
can cut the show off.
See you, Jimmy.
Love you.
Love you
Bye,
too.
guys.
Bye. So that was my mom, Sharon Hyatt,
Yep.
and my
That
stepdad,
was,
Jimmy Hyatt from
yeah.
Lewis, Delaware.
Lewis, Delaware. Lewis, they're going to be. How far is Lewis from Rehoboth Beach then?
It all depends
Now, why does
on
it depend?
traffic.
Well, I mean,
If it's in summertime, it'd take you a
average
good,
miles
probably a good.
from
probably
one
half
to
hour
the
to
other.
get there.
Okay, 30 minutes. What
But-
do you say?
If we went down there now, we could be there in like 15 minutes. Tops. If we went down.
From Lewis to Rehoboth.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because Adam's parents, my son-in-law, married my youngest daughter, Kylie.
Okay.
Adam's parents have just moved from Colorado up here now, and they have bought a home in Rehoboth Beach area.
Okay. Rehoboth's not
They
bad.
moved in, got an acre of ground.
Wow, nice.
Yeah, and they're very fortunate to get a home out there and get an acre of ground with it. But yeah, they wanted to be closer to.
That's a great place.
They've
to
retired,
retire.
is what they have.
Yeah,
They've
that's
retired.
if you're retired, Delaware.
Yeah, and that's what they are now. They're retired. So
Right now,
that's
but
off to them.
I'll tell you what, another 5-10 years from now, I'm not gonna want to go there. It's gonna be like Florida down there.
I'm surprised we haven't heard from Ralph at all. I told him we're on the air, but he might be doing something else or whatever, unless he's listening, don't want to chime in.
Well,
What's all this crap? Let's go.
well, while he's checking his stuff, if you like the '80s, the Turnpike next Friday, not this Friday, next Friday is going to no, was it the 3rd? What the hell?
I bet how
that
just
Friday is. Why does it keep going off?
I know. Don't go off the whole time. The minute I want to get on and start talking a little bit, I want to go off. Jeez, Louise. When's it end?
Never.
Where's Snookums at? Talking to Snookums today. She was working over in
February 7th.
School.
February 7th, Turnpike's having an '80s night.
February
Right.
7, 80s night at the Turnpike Inn.
DJ Wayno will be there.
DJ Lip. will be there. But what time?
Starting at 7:00,
Fuck.
7 to 1.
That's what it costs. We'll be off the air.
No, it's marked not good for kids. So.
Or adults. But all right, well, February 7th, if you're not doing anything,
80s night.
you know where to be, you know where to go. So I heard that you watched the game over at Helen and Al's,
Yeah.
you and Tammy.
Yeah.
And, with us, you and me conversing back and forth, she goes, I guess you and Wayne are going to have to converse back and forth on the next game, too, because you got to keep everything the same. She's going to wear the same shirt that she had and the same pants. She goes, do I have to have the same food? I said, no, you can change the food. You don't have to do that.
No, I told her we had the same.
Oh, God, I told her no. I said, I'm not as superstitious as he is, but what'd they have for food?
Oh, man, it was a decent spread.
She said something.
Al made some dip with sausage and the cheese and all that.
Right.
So you had dip. Tammy made kibasi.
Okay.
With this. If you go to Acme, it's the sugar-free barbecue sauce, and it has a picture of the black guy on it. I don't know if you know it. I don't know the name of it.
Now we got the black guy on it, but no, I'm not big on the black guy.
That's pretty good for being sugar-free.
What did Helen make? What did she whip up?
Sloppy Joe.
Sloppy Joe. She did say that.
Yeah, she made sloppy Joe.
She did say that. That's
and
cool.
Tammy made homemade fruit
like
fruit salad.
Yeah, different kinds of fruits.
Yeah, fruit salad.
That's cool. So now I
made
told
them
her
biscuits that they have at Red Lobster.
Oh yeah, she said the Red Lobster biscuits are good. I love that. Gluten free.
That was it. Yeah.
Yeah, she said I'm pretty much sloppy joed out, so I want to make something different this week.
I think she's making fried chicken.
Oh yeah, okay.
Well, what are you doing Sunday?
I always used to go over to since my son's going to the game, I'll probably be over to those trainers because I wasn't over there this week.
So you're not superstitious like me, so there won't be no ripple effect.
No. We just have to continue to converse back and forth and talk like we do, which is more or less what I remember. What we never used to do that because you go, I don't talk to anybody while I'm watching the game. I just do this, and that's kind of changed. But now I think it's a little better that you and I do yap about some things and chew the fact because it seems like they're winning. Seems like they're in a better mood.
The first thing I'm going to text you is these motherfuckers.
First thing's going to happen is they're going to score, and guess who's going to miss the extra point? And I'm going to hear it from you. You'll be like, if he misses one more extra point, I'm going to bust the TV set up because I've had enough of this. I know it's going to come down to that. It's going to come down to Elliot's a douche.
I got to get that picture of Medea when she's holding the gun and put on there, if Jake Elliott misses this extra point one more time,
I'm going to kill him. Watch, he'll miss an extra point and make a 65-yarder.
Oh,
that's what he'll do. He'll kick one all he can right down the middle, and he'll miss a freaking short extra point. That's what's going to happen.
That's what Tammy's like. I thought you liked him. I said, yeah. When he's kicking, kicking 50 yards an hour.
Every game he misses something. It doesn't matter what it is. If you go back all the games, he has missed something. You don't do that. Everybody's entitled to miss one thing, but you miss one. Not every game miss one or two.
I think Helen was shocked because when they scored that touchdown. So we're hooting. I'm hooting and hollering because Al's a Dallas fan. Helen don't really like it.
And she said, "I'm not a football person."
So I'm sitting there, standing in front of the TV, going, and he lined up and kicked him, sliced that son of a bitch. I took my helmet and said, "You." I go, "Are you kidding me?
Why can't he just come through and hit it where it's got a big enough upright? What is he doing?
He's only got one job, and that's to put the ball.
Put your foot on the ball, and the ball goes. And all right, you get to see the flag things at the top. So if they're going like this a little bit, you're going to be going a little towards this way. He is not. He must be trying to kick it down the middle, and it's slicing to the right. I don't know what else to say.
Thank God he doesn't play arena football. He'd never make one ever.
Because they're like this. Arena football's like
that's
this.
That's how far apart they are.
They're very, NFL's like this. arenas like this. Here we've got the giggles here at the end of our production, but
I'm kind of upset that the Arena Football League for the Philadelphia Soul folded up. I think they didn't even play the first game.
arm went to chiropractor. I'm trying to get fixed, trying to get right, but it's taking a while.
Too much of that.
Lack of some. I know what it is. A lack of. If she'd
Yeah,
get,
Lorraine.
if she'd come off her high horse. If only.
I wish we knew her. That's the only thing I don't like. It doesn't tell you who's listening.
I know. Well,
No.
nothing ever goes in our favor. So
I know.
the only thing I can say behind me is that sign is correct. I am blessed. Blessed be the blessed. So
My heaven, I thought.
That's
When you
old.
get that always been there?
oh yeah, it's been there for a while. But really, I can take the pictures out.
Just now
I need to get the
recognizing.
pictures changed out of it and put some newer,
Yeah,
newer
you
ones
need-
in. That's old. That's
You gotta
old.
get me in there.
We don't want no lip.
Me and Lil Wayne.
Lippy! No,
Get
Little
Lil
Wayne.
Wayne
Hey,
in.
Lil Wayne, call in.
I ain't talking about the damn sports.
Yeah, you too. You hate each other during the week, and then that's all smooch all the I said, well, we're gonna miss Wayne. Fuck, ain't gonna miss nothing. Good riddance. Mm. Yeah, I guess we can say it on the live on YouTube. Nobody's watching. Wayne will be leaving us in about 2 weeks.
Yep.
9
days.
9 days. He's moving on.
Working
folks.
days.
He's leaving ABM and heading across the river.
Yep. Christiana Care.
Christiana Care, people.
Environmental special.
I'm going over to be an assistant one of these days.
I'm not happy with the outfit I gotta wear, but I'll get it.
What is it? Like scrubs?
Teal scrubs.
I mean,
You know,
you're just going to be doing room cleaning and stuff, like,
I'm thinking
or just empty
I
trash?
gotta get fitted for the mask yet.
Oh God! Yeah, it's going to be different with you all. Take a picture of me when you get all duded up. When you get your gear on, give somebody your phone and say, "Here, snap a shot of me." My ex co-workers would like to see what I look like.
I want to go out and buy what the hell's it called?
Stethoscope?
Yeah, I want to buy one. Just put it around my neck. People think I'm a doctor.
Yeah. Walking the hall. He's a custodian, but he looks like a doctor. Dr. Doolittle. Oh, what now?
Mommy again.
Oh, here we go.
You ain't allowed to call in once a night.
I have to listen to your show to find out if you got the job at Christiana Care.
Oh God, you didn't know?
Yeah, you gotta listen to the show. You hear, find out everything.
Oh, you didn't know? So this was
No, I
breaking
didn't
news.
get it. But
Well, this is breaking news that I broke.
Christ, I don't even know if I told that or not.
Wow, you don't even know if you told Pop. So I don't know.
when do
Yeah.
you start? When do you start?
February 3rd.
Oh, okay, good.
Yep.
All right.
Yeah, we're losing. He's got to wear a
Put your athlete's foot on
He's
my
got to
foot.
wear teal scrubs. and probably the
Well,
booties
at
on the
least they're
shoes.
not pink.
I do gotta wear shoes. I got Green Eagle shoes for
Well,
that.
I thought they put them little booties on the shoe, but that's only in surgery, I guess. When you get home from surgery.
Yeah.
He's got to wear a mask, and you'll have one of them hat things on your head too. I think it looks like a cap. Those little backward cap things or something.
God, I look like a fag.
I don't know, but
Wow. So, what are your hours?
7 to 3.
3:30.
3:30.
7 to 3.
Oh, good.
Yeah, Monday through Friday.
Yeah.
Every other weekend and every other holiday.
Oh.
So
Okay.
That
I'm
sounds
hoping when they
good.
say that, like, say if I work Christmas this year, then next year I won't work Christmas. That's how I hope they work it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, good.
Well, and for then everything, if you work Thanksgiving or if you're off this Thanksgiving, then you'll be working next,
Right.
depending upon how it falls, whatever,
Right.
Right.
wherever you're off.
And then I'll get overtime is what they say? Overtime is time and a half, but 10% increase.
Oh, yeah. What do they call that? It's shift differential.
Yeah.
So your shift differential will go anything in overtime 10 cents more an hour.
Yeah.
Per time and a half, even though. So yeah, I got you. To where like at the bridge, it was always just time and a half. The only shift differential we got was anybody on 311 got more than day work per hour, period. And anybody working midnight got the most.
Yeah. And that's for holidays too. I work a holiday.
Yeah. Okay. But they didn't have that shift differential when I was in the booth. That's funny though. All them years I spent in the booth, and after I left to go inside as management, as supervisor, they get a union and got shift differential. After I was gone, I said, "You right?"
Oh man!
But I then went inside with a big. I had a big increasement in pay. I think my first year was. I think I got a $5,000 bonus right off the bat just being a supervisor. Then I got the next January, I got my regular increasement, my regular, raise, whatever it was. But I was happy with what I got. And then I was on all days after I finagled around with the other girl. I worked all 6P to 6A, 12-hour shifts.
I miss Color Box, man.
Yeah, I know we did. You talk about Color Box, I talk about the bridge. We got our
They were screwed up now. It was
companies.
3 a.m. to 3 p.m., man, but it was.
Yeah, that would make me goofy. I don't know if I like that too much, but I like 6A to 6P. And it was only it was 4 on, 3 off, 3 on, 2 off. Forget how it was.
Oh, we did that.
Yeah, it was that kind of schedule.
When I first started at
Color Box. Right.
We were 6 to 6. I was working the.
That's what you were working then.
Then the laminate department.
And I was off. Was every other weekend, I think, something like that. I forget how it was.
Yeah, it worked out to where you would have every other.
Yeah, exactly.
And what happened
was okay. I didn't mind. I didn't mind the shift.
I can't remember what day it was, but I got an extra 2 days off because I had put my vacation time in before they switched they called it the continental shift.
Right.
Before they changed that shift. So when I got it, I ended up getting 2 extra days off because I got off 2 days before my vacation started.
Okay.
So we left for vacation. I got away to vacation. My boss is running around wondering the hell I'm at.
I'm going.
And my friend Mike told me, he says, well, he's in Florida. So Mike calls me on my cell phone. I was like, Mike, I said, you got to do me a favor, man. He goes, what's that? I said, you need to run down to Scott's office and check that goddamn calendar because our calendar was in there and told us when we were on vacation.
Right.
And see if I'm on that vacation thing. Because if you're not on there, you're kind of screwed. But he went down there and even took a picture of it. I didn't tell him to do that. But he took a picture of it and sent it to me.
And you were on it.
And that I was on it.
Well, yeah.
Because they were going to have me. They said, he comes back from Florida. He's getting written up and all this. And he's like, well, he is on the calendar.
Right.
Because what he was supposed to was he was supposed to come back and sit down with me and discuss with me and tell me why they were taking my vacation away. Because they had to because of the change in the schedule.
Right.
But they never did that. So, maybe that's why ABM screwed me out of the week's penalty. Karma. After all these years. And that pissed me off.
Yeah, I bet you were. Crazy.
Okay.
All right.
All right. Well, it's good hearing from you the second time around.
Hey, I got that job at Christiana Care.
You what?
I got that job at Christiana Care.
Congratulations.
Breaking news from the Dob And Wayno
I didn't tell Tammy till last night.
I'm glad it got out before I said something. Damn. That's crazy.
Okay.
Cover that thing back up.
I'm going to talk to you guys later.
All right.
All right. Sounds good.
Love it.
Love you.
you.
All right. We'll see you.
What? Something happened. I don't get it now. Oh my
Oh
god!
my God! Oh, come on! Don't be that superstitious.
I've been trying.
What's this ticket from? Nicaragua City Cruises. Oh, that's when we
What'd you
went
say?
on Nicaragua,
Oh,
Niagara. Actually, that's when we took that cruise voyage to the falls.
heard anything on the Phillies?
They've been adding some people here and there. Nobody that I mean, some
Did-
pieces.
Did we get any pitching?
They did add another starting pitcher, and they've
Oh
got some more people in the bullpen. Yeah, this guy's supposed to be halfway decent. I mean, I don't know who it is. I can't think of the name.
my god!
So they have a fifth pitcher now. They have 5 people, and they don't.
Holy
And that,
smokes.
that Tyrone Walker's not in the. He's not in the mix.
He's gone.
Is he going?
I don't know. Is he going?
I don't know, but I haven't heard anything about. He should be going, unless they think they're going to put him in the bullpen.
God.
He was a disaster every time he came out. We could have had 10 more wins without him. Really, seriously.
He was horrible.
It's I'm hoping and thinking that they're going to have another decent year this year. Really,
Who the hell? We went to a Phillies game. We went to a couple this year. Usually we only get to one. But what that? Because I think it was Kim told me that Walker was going to be pitching. I was mad at
Yeah,
the
we
Hornets.
went to the game
I
he
was
pitched.
so
One of the games he pitched.
I was so pissed, man.
We were up in
He
the
didn't
infield
pitch.
bleachers.
He didn't pitch, but
Oh, he pitched our
they
day.
told me I was so mad. It was actually
It was 10-0 when we were here.
oh god. Begins with an S.
For our pitcher.
Yeah. Oh, crazy. He did real good in the beginning of the season, and then
Suarez.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did, and then he
actually
fell
pitched,
off of the
he pitched a good game, but
Right.
then, I guess I jinxed him.
Ranger Suarez. Yeah.
Yeah, Ranger. That's it.
Yeah. And I hope that he's going to be back out there. I just hope they figure some stuff out with him.
Yeah.
The off season and the spring training. I think
He after he got hurt, man, he just
I think his injury really messed him up a little bit. I think he was afraid to pitch,
I would be, man.
to throw. Like, I don't know, but yeah, I think something screwed him up. Just like when Wentz got hurt, he was afraid to run after that.
Yeah.
He would not. He was gun shy every time it came down to him with the ball and running.
That was Cunningham's downfall too. I always said when he got hurt.
When these guys are healthy, they're wild as I mean, there wasn't a better quarterback at one point than Wentz.
Dude,
When he was hot and on fire,
man.
he could either run the ball or throw the ball. Either way, he was great. And then, boom, it's done. It's over.
For all you Wentz haters out there, in my opinion, Keith might agree with me because we never really talk about this too much. But if it wasn't for Wentz, we never go to that Super Bowl.
Right, I agree. I agree with that. No,
we might even have talked about that.
We probably did.
But yeah, I don't see us going to the Super Bowl. Yeah, no. We didn't have Wentz, and if Wentz didn't get hurt, we still win. We win the whole freaking thing anyway. He was just on fire.
Yeah, he would have been fine. He would have been.
He was dropping bombs like crazy.
And guess which team is the one that hurt him?
The Rams.
In L.A.
Yeah,
that game was in L.A.
And who gets hurt in this last game? Hurts.
Yeah, that team L.A.'s just out to get us.
Oh man,
yeah. I hope his leg's all right. I really do. I think it will be. I don't. I think it got bent back, so it could be strained. It could be sprained. It could be. I don't think it's a torn ligament or anything. Or I really don't think he would have had the power to walk off like he did and get a brace put on and come back out there and play the game. Now, stranger things have happened.
Yes.
In football, adrenaline and all that, I get it. But a couple days after, which is now, that leg has had a chance to reduce the swelling and everything. We'll see how he is mobile. I don't think he's going to have, I won't say he'll be 100% mobile, but he will move around and not be in pain. I don't think Sunday. I really don't. I mean, and will he have some kind of light brace on it? I'll pretty much guarantee it without saying he will. I pretty much think that he should have a brace on it and just be a little less mobile, but still move. And he can run if he has to, but we'll see. We'll see how that goes. I just hope he's healthy. Hope everybody's healthy. Let's put it this way: we need pretty much everybody to play that played this past week.
Yes.
In this game to play, we need everybody: offensive line, defensive line backs, D backs. we need everybody on the football field. Obviously we need Barkley, we need AJ Brown, Devontae Smith, Goddard, because you're going to need everybody in this game. You're going to have to use everybody. So, but we'll get to that soon. So I guess we'll pretty much wind down now. I mean, I know it's not quite 8 o'clock, but I think we're done. We touched on everything we wanted to tonight. I think next week, hopefully, we will be reporting about an Eagles win Sunday, a little bit about it, and
That would be outstanding.
yeah, exactly. And then we'll talk a little bit about going to the Super Bowl. We'll get to know who we'll go against if we, pull this win out this week, which I feel confident that we will be. Everybody to be healthy, to stay healthy, to, come out there fired up and ready to go because that stadium's going to be rocking again.
Yep.
And that really was one of the keys this week, even too. I think the support from the fans and everything really motivate these players. And they even said it. These guys have said that we get energy from a stadium like the Eagles fans. You just don't. I've seen plenty of fans and plenty of cheering and plenty of packed stadiums for other teams. Trust me. I really have. And I've listened to games and there ain't nothing like this one.
Yeah.
There's other good fan bases, yes. I'm not saying Kansas City's not a good fan base, and yeah, they get their going with the chop and everything. But as far as the excitement and the noise and the adrenaline that is brought to a team from the fans in the stands, Philly's got to be number one. Everybody else can be finish where you want. I don't care, but I really do feel that way. And like I said, I've seen them all. I've seen Dallas, seen Seattle. Seattle's another one's got a good fan base out there. They got a loud stadium and they buzz for their team, even though they're not the greatest of team right now.
Yeah.
But you can go right up and down the line everywhere you want to go. Miami, New England, Cleveland, Cincy, LA, Oakland, right on Milwaukee, Texas, Houston, San Diego. Anybody else you forget? New York Giants, New York Jets.
Oh, did you see
Washington
that clip? Speaking
Commanders.
of Giants, did you see that clip of what's his name when does the drafting and all that shit?
No.
The
What?
one that said that they weren't going to need Shaquan.
Right. Yeah, no, I might have seen that clip.
It's his daughter and his son's laying on the couch, and they asked him, "Who do you think we should draft?" Asked his son who they think they should draft, and he said Daniels.
I did see this.
I was like, "Are you kidding me? You let the best running back in the NFL go?" And I said, "Then you're freaking out, idiot." Kids laying on the couch and you ask him, and he tells you who to draft, and you don't draft him. He even told me, he said, "You should jump up and grab him."
Oh my God.
It was a clip. And I know they got this AI shit, but it looks legit to me. But could you imagine? You got a guy that could have broke the record in rushing yards. You let him go, and then you pay your quarterback all this money, and then you let him go, and then your son tells you to draft that Daniels guy, and you pass on him. I'm not saying he could have. I don't know where he was picked at, or how far they would have had to move up.
Right.
I just thought it was funny as hell that his son told him to pick him.
I still think there's more people, regardless of saving him for health reasons and everything, more people that think that they should have played Jake or Saquon until he broke the record in that game.
I do, man, and I know you. I know.
I do. I know. I really feel like that's something you.
And my thing is this:
it's a once in a lifetime chance.
Once in a lifetime chance. Not only is your running back going to be recognized for that, but all them offensive linemen are going to be recognized for that too.
Yeah.
I mean, that was special to them.
I know he would have.
And I know the consequences. I know the consequences that can happen.
Yes,
but it's all part of football, and you're not guaranteed to win the Super
Bowl. Right.
You were almost guaranteed to hand this man the rushing record.
Yeah. Yeah.
And
right.
You did. To me, that was horrible. I mean, you went up to you went up to Barkley and you asked him if he wanted to sit out or go for the one record,
Right.
and he said no, let the other guys eat.
Yeah.
Yeah, but this is a bigger record than what that was. This is all time, you know.
Yeah.
And I just think it was wrong, totally wrong.
I do. I
I
kind of
should've let
agree
him
with
go
you on
for
that.
it,
I mean, I know that's
and I get
everybody's
it.
got mixed feelings about
Yeah.
it. Right. I get it.
Even the offensive linemen, some of them were wanting them to do and some
Yeah.
were glad.
Right.
And hey, goes to show you don't need a bye. I mean, the people that had the bye lost, except for Kansas City, right? Or did Kansas City didn't have a bye, did it? Yeah, they did. Did Kansas City have the bye?
Yeah. Didn't they? Weren't they the number one in the AFC? Were they the number one seed in the AFC or
I
no?
think they're the only ones with a bye that won, right?
Yeah, because Detroit had the bye and they lost.
Yeah, I can't remember. I'm pretty sure it was Kansas.
I thought it was too. That's what I'm saying. Pretty much. But,
Right. But
all
yeah,
right. Well, we're gonna close it off. It's been a good week to get back into the swing of things, chatting with you guys about sports. Thanks, Sharon, for calling in, giving us a call. Ralph must be busy. Missed him. Missed chatting with him a little bit. And whoever else. Joy's on she's on a cruise out in California somewhere off that coast. I
well, I
think.
guess that's not who that is then, huh?
Yeah, I doubt it. But whoever it is, we
Yeah,
appreciate it.
that's kind of stick. You think you'd be able to
Click on it.
click on it?
I don't understand. Well,
Oh, well,
still something's wrong with YouTube, so it might have a little bit. Maybe that'll happen someday. It'll get fixed, but whatever it is. Anyway, we'll see you guys next Tuesday, 6:30. We'll chat with you and have a good week. Stay warm. Stay out of the cold. Peace out.
peace out.
Love you.
Have a good night. Peace. Oh, my man.
Snookums. Oh my gosh, Snookums is showing me her meal. You're killing me, Smalls. How good that looks.
Oh, my man. What, a stuffed cabbage?
Yeah, that's the chicken parm with spaghetti.